Hello and fuck cape shit. Welcome to another episode of Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Back us to support us and to support our wonderful reviews of these kinds, but
You're
also
keeping the lights on. We're so smart that we're so smart that we're not rich.
we're too good. We're too honest, though. We're too smart, too
We're too
honest,
smart to make money. We are too honest. Too honest for a lot of people. Too honest for science. Too
too honest
honest
for your
for your
wife.
wife.
But yeah, again, a lot of deep dives, a lot of stuff that everyone else will be saying, and again, that's been proven. These stuff that
I'm
has been in
absolutely
our
certain there are
videos.
people who fucking hate watch us. They not only hate watch us, they pay money so
They
that they can hate watch our
yes,
fucking secret subscribe
they
star
hate to donate
material.
to us. Yeah, but yeah. So if you want to see what those people are paying us money just to hate watch, check out our Subscribe Star. It's only like $1 a month or $5 a month to access all of the videos.
Most of the videos are at the $1 tier. The $5
Well, at
tier is
least a good
actually
good portion of them. All of the videos are the vast majority. All of the videos. $5 will get you access to everything, but there's also a $20 tier that gets you access to stuff earlier, just because there's actually quite a backlog of videos in the schedule, which is good for us because then I can go months without
yeah,
recording any
we
episodes.
record we do it like Come Town, which is very
Yes.
smart.
Just record a
We
bunch
fucking
all
record the shit
ahead
ahead
of
of
time.
time.
But at the same time, all of the stuff, even then, is incredibly prescient. And that's what other people say
It's
about
too
our videos.
timely. It's so timely we have to hold them back. But really, I wish we could fucking make them all public.
Yeah.
That's what we would do. Is we would make them public, but people try to false flag us because they're so afraid of our truth.
Yeah, we've gone into the again, fucking. If you do want to know the truth, donate to our Subscribe Star. And if you don't want to know the truth, don't donate to our Subscribe Star.
Or donate more to us. The
Yeah,
$50 tier
yes,
will get us to stop making videos.
yes. But anyways, getting back to XKCD, although in this case, starting right off, is actually a Chainsaw Suit comic making fun of XKCD. I guess the Chainsaw Suit guy just hated him, rightfully so. I mean, again, a lot of his goofing on
Well, I don't know. I
XKCD
don't
is,
even know about hated, but I mean, he was worth making fun of. Anything is worth making fun of if you fucking know how.
yeah.
Anyone can do it.
Um,
Satire is the lowest form of comedy.
I always did find this one very funny though. Let's fall in love with math. It's clearly like just kind of a fuck you, a general fuck, not even
Yes.
hateful necessarily. It's just a fuck you, XKCD. And it's like IVX. I don't know
It's
the
like
fucking math
divide
shit.
by X. It's
Yeah,
I divide by X U, which
I,
means he's going to kill her. But I guess
I don't
uh,
know.
uh, does that
But
mean love?
instead, the
I don't.
opposite, where she stabs him in the head and he goes, "Oh no, I'm fucking." So I think that represents null. That's what I always assume. I could be completely wrong. I'm just
I
guessing
think that is the symbol in like code for null.
for
It's like a
nullified.
fucking a circle slash inside of the fucking curly brackets.
Curly brackets, kind of like curly brace.
Curly brace, my favorite fucking panties
Yeah,
owner from
yes.
fucking
Well,
Cave
not
Story.
anymore. I took them. I took them,
Uh,
bitches.
former panties
Yes.
owner from Cave Story.
And she's a robot too. She's a robot and she wears underwear and I stole them. This game's great. Anyways. So yeah, I assume that means null, and you know what happens when you assume. It is a nice thing to do. That's how the saying goes. Yes. Anyways, here's another chainsaw suit. I'll fucking take myself off the screen to show the whole thing,
A
at least for a
second
bit.
chainsaw suit. Yeah, he must hate this asshole.
This asshole.
Asshole.
You know what's funny also is that even though they're stick figures, he still the chainsaw suit guy draws the stick figures better
Yeah, more express.
than the
That's the thing
XKCD.
too. Is fucking Randall can actually draw, not amazingly, but better than stick figures. And this is better than Randall's
Yeah,
stick
they're
figures.
actually more
There's
expressive. The
more.
stick figures are more expressive in Chainsaw Suit than they are in
Yeah, they're
XKCD.
better posed.
Yeah,
They're better posed and framed. And then there's actual, yeah, there's expressiveness in the sweat drops and then the shaking of fist and the pose here.
Yeah, the hands pose and the body language of this, even
Yeah.
of the stick figures. But anyways, um, yeah. So this one, just to read it real quick, the hat guy, who I think is supposed to be Randall's self-insert, but not in this case. But he goes, "Whoa there! I caught you being creepy to girls on the internet." And a guy on a computer says, "Huh?" And he says, "A girl showed up in IRC last night, and you jokingly asked her ASL. I find that inappropriate to do to a lady."
Wow, this is literally what every male feminist
Yes.
sounds like.
And this also is what fucking Randall Monroe basically is like.
Yeah. This is but also who's that fucking blue faggot bear? Blue faggot.
Dobson. Dobson, we
Yeah,
got
this
Dobson
is
here.
exactly what he did in real life.
Yes. Where even a fake version where we'll do an episode about that in the future with the Power Girl cosplayer who
Did we not cover that? Did we not do that already?
I don't think we did.
Well, that's a great
I don't
story.
remember.
That's one of the best stories of all time.
That one's worth an episode on its own.
It's the greatest story of all time, better than anything in the Bible.
Yeah. Fucking but the next panel says, "How do you know about this?" And he goes, "I like nerdy girls." And he says, "No, I'm serious. How did you find this out? Are you stalking girls on the internet?" "Well, no, but..." "Okay, so you're just white knighting." Again, This makes it look like the chainsaw suit guy maybe at least skimmed 4chan. But the other guy goes, "I'm a lonely guy and what I did was lame for sure, but you're just doing the same thing, pretending to defend girls' honor." And the girl, Megan, shows up. But Megan, but not Megan. And she goes, "You're both losers." And he goes, "Woohoo boobs." And the hat guy goes, "My lady, I shall smite him."
I do wrong exactly? He jokingly said ASL, which is like the least fucking...
It's for sure bad.
Risque. Is that even a joke? Some people used to say that in IRC for serious.
What is that supposed to be? Some kind of joke?
IRCell, which is where incels go.
It's the incel version of IRC. But anyways, here's one that is actually an XKCD comic. The first panel, I want to see something unexpected in the comics. Just one strip could make up for it all, and it's Garfield like sort of zooming in on him and going, "The world is burning," and then the last panel says, "Run," and it says, "Jim Davis, throw off your commercial shackles, challenge us, go out in a blaze of Dadaist glory, there is still time." Which in a way, the Garfield Twitter account kind of does that, or at least owns the memes, whereas XKCD is now just kind of gay.
XKCD would never do this themselves.
Yes.
Most especially because fucking XKCD, fucking, where would they even go with that?
Yeah, what would his fucking blaze of Dadaist glory even go? Which is, in a way, that leads to...
loser, or that he has to get into a triad relationship.
That leads to the next one, which was an edit of that, with I want to see something unexpected in the webcomics, what strip could make up for it all. And it's XKCD, where... the hat guy is saying, "We understand each other. I can't let that slip away." And then just straight panels, and at the end, Megan says, "No." And it says, "Randy, throw off your commercial shackles, challenge us, go out in a blaze of Dadaist glory. There's still time."
This did also remind me of, what's their fucking strip of like Garfield from the 80s or the 90s?
Oh, yeah, where he died.
Garfield has a nightmare where it's like, "Oh no, the house is empty," or some shit like that.
It was like a nightmare comic, though, where it's implied that at the end, Garfield is deluding himself back to imagining that there's a fucking, that John and Odie are there and that kind of shit.
Yeah, it is literally this fucking concept of a fucking, of just like a non sequitur,
bizarre horror comic, that kind of shit.
Borderline experimental. Yeah. Yes. But it was like a Sunday strip of actual Garfield or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Quite bizarre.
It makes you think that fucking Jim Davis is secretly miserable, that he has to constantly make
Or it just bled through at that point. Like fucking, he was miserable and he's like, I can't stand this. But then he probably started making shitloads of ridiculous money in the cartoons and all that. And he's like, you know what? I'll just fucking ride this out. Whatever.
I mean, also that, or he could have just been fucking having a larf. I mean, there's only so many jokes you could tell with Garfield.
That's the truth, is that may have been hilarious to Jim Davis. He might have been like, look at how bleak and depressing this Garfield comic I just made is.
I'd actually respect him more if he did that, which is why I don't believe it.
I don't believe. To be honest, I do kind of respect Jim Davis more than I respect fucking XKCD Randall Monroe.
Yeah.
Especially this actually is one of the most. This was the first time I really saw XKCD and got annoyed. It's also one of the first times I was even introduced to the comic. But
Playpenball's one.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I was wondering if you had plans for holy crap, what happened to your apartment? And it's Megan in the apartment saying, I filled it with playpen balls. And he's like, what? Why? Because we're grown-ups now, and it's our turn to decide what that means. And then it's like he stands at the door, and the next one's like the playpen balls.
It's literally the concept that has ruined the millennial generation and
I'm adulting, so look at me adulting so hard.
Holding my child The Legend of Zelda. Whoa, I'm adulting.
Yes.
That is exactly what this comic
That's what this comic represents. But yeah, here was a follow-up. I think,
technically, also Gen X and Boomers.
Yeah. Yeah, but Boomers fostered that. Gen X invented it. And just
this was the lead into all of that.
Yes. Here, though, is an edit where she's wearing a ball gag, so her speech is completely muffled.
Just muffled speech.
And then the last panel with the wonderful Smash font is just a giant cum shot blasting out from the fucking apartment door.
The glortioning.
She's been completely englorshened. And fuck, there's a fucking bug flying at my screen. Fuck you.
Fucking bugs.
Fucking bug. It's a
big one. They act like they're at home.
They are at home. Here though was like an edit of that edit. There's a friend of mine.
This goes to show how old this is.
Yeah, this goes way back.
The comic.
But old. This one is just an edit of that, but it's just Scout and Pyro. And the Scout just says, need a dispenser here. And then it's the exact same fucking muffled text because, because the Pyro doesn't actually talk, and then it just ends with bonk.
It ends with fucking the Scout bonking the Pyro.
Yeah, and then the next one is somebody else did a gag version saying, "What do you mean we don't get the deposit back?" And then the guy says, "Lights," and they shine a black light onto the playpen balls with cum on them. And he says, but deciding what grown-up means to us. And the guy says, can't hear ya, pedophile. Woo. And then...
It turns out he was a pedophile the whole time.
The whole time. Well, I think the thing is he's assumed to be a pedophile because he got cum on playpen balls.
Yeah, they're deciding... but it's what being a grown-up means to me,
did you
which means being a child.
Yeah. Here is... I'll leave off on this one for the next part. I'm sure there's some more after this. If there isn't, and I got it wrong, but...
there's a few after that one. Yeah,
okay, that's good then.
Another 5 or 6 after this one.
That's good then. Okay, yeah, this one is Abraham Lincoln standing up, and he's just saying, oh, now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
You have fucked up now.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. And then just at the bottom, it says in an extra big humor sans, now you have fucked up, which is a reference to The Whitest Kids You Know, the skit about what really happened to Abraham Lincoln. If you haven't seen that, it is unironically one of the funniest skits I've ever seen in my entire life. It's shockingly short. At first I was going to be like, is this even going to be funny? But then it's just fucking... Because it's... What it is Abraham Lincoln acting like an abject N-word. And just
in person.
and screaming at a fucking John Wilkes
Alex
Booth in the
Booth.
audience, who's well, not screaming at him, but again, I won't ruin the skit, but it's just fucking Abraham Lincoln acting the fool, and it's just really goofy, and it's only like a couple minutes too. I even love the play that's going on stage as they're fucking
And
doing it.
the vampire army has invaded the city.
Yeah, it's Hamlet, but the fucking yeah, it's like the vampire army has invaded the city. We must fucking make sure no vampire have gotten into our home base. And it's just fucking. It's like this is Hamlet, and that's fucking. That's not even the point of the skit. That's just a funny thing that's in like 5 seconds of the skit that I remember. But the part that people really loved is Abraham Lincoln screaming down into the crowd from his beautiful balcony, just screaming, "Now you fucked up," over and over again to John Wilkes Booth. Because John Wilkes Booth just wanted to watch Hamlet. In fact, it's John Wilkes Booth says, like his wife is like, "That's the president of the United States," and John Wilkes Booth goes, "I don't care who he is, he's ruining Hamlet." And this is fucking Abraham Lincoln's response to that. Anyways,
Abraham Lincoln, very upset.
yeah, he was very upset, but possibly not justified. He may have been in the wrong. And that's another funny thing about the skit, is that it's really about how Abraham Lincoln deserved to be killed by John Wilkes Booth because he was ruining Hamlet. He was just yelling the whole time. Anyways, yeah, if that's on YouTube, it's still on YouTube, even though the fucking one of the main guys from Whitest Kids You Know died mysteriously, like either this year or just late last year. It's kind of sad, kind of creepy.
Kind of forgot that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are like, "Oh, what was he talking about?" And he's like, "He may have been joking about certain political things that were uncomfortable."
He may have been talking about Hillary having evidence against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but unironically, I think he had been doing some stuff about that or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Best not to accuse
Yeah,
anyone of such a thing.
j'accuse even. But anyways, yeah, we'll leave off on that for now, and the next part will probably be the last part. It's been wonderful, of course, revisiting the classic webcomic
This is some
XKCD.
real gold that we're just like rediscovering.
Yes. Um.
And now
Anyways,
we're sharing that gold with everyone. We're sharing that gold with the whole world. And you fucking ingrates, you should be
you
paying us.
you fucking ingrates should become fucking pay pigs. That's really what should happen. So again, go to our subscribe star. There's more gold like this. There's 1,000 times more gold just like this on our subscribe star. So go to our subscribe star, give us money, become official pay pig, and remember that all of culture is downstream from us. So should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.